Definitely your fair and decisive leadership made this meeting a successful gathering. I also thank all the delegations, representatives of the state who gave us a number of important recommendations. We make note of all of them. I regret that a number of people in my delegation, especially 3 deputy ministers who prepared reports which contains answers to a number of questions raised in here, were not able to present the report. Fortunately, they are available in different languages and you can refer to them. Mr. President, the issue of human rights for me personally is a life project. At the time of the Shah, I was a political dissident and I was in prison several times. And I felt the taste and the meaning of being in the prisons of the Shah. And I'm sure you don't know what that really means. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا السِّجْنُ الشَّاهِ. And during those days, always it was 10 years, this notorious regime was enjoying the full support of a number of countries which today their representatives aired a barrage of accusations in the name of recommendations against Iran. And definitely this is a problem of credibility. And after revolution for 3 decades that we engaged in building a new polity, social order based on Islamic rationality, incorporating modern techniques of democracy and generating a new social order, a democratic one. For your information, Mr. President, each year we are holding one election, either in city councils, parliaments, or presidential, or the Council of Leadership. And going to the polls is right now part of the culture, political culture in Iran. Iran is becoming one of the prominent democratic states in the region, a new experience. Well, then we definitely appreciate any cooperation, any dialogue based on enhancing the human rights. But there is a clear difference between using double standard and political incentives and airing a barrage of accusations in the name of recommendations. As far as the cooperation with the High Commissioner and his office is concerned, we are very happy to say that in just recent discussion with Her Excellency, we gave her 2, in fact, invitations to visit Iran, and she accepted a visit in year 2011. And we are also, our invitation for the rapporteurs are an open invitation. Already the number of rapporteurs who visited Iran is more than average of the number they visited any other states. And also our technical cooperation with the Office of the High Commissioner is already have an approved agenda. As I noticed, there were a lot of questions, especially raised by the representatives of a number of Western countries, Western European countries. So, for example, they said that the Kahrizak detention center should be closed. I would like to say that the minute that we discovered that there is some wrongdoing over there, it has been closed in less than 24 hours. Please compare that with Guantanamo and Abu Ghraib prisons. Whether are they closed in such a rapid procedure or not. Already there is a legal procedure following any wrongdoing in that area. We are not claiming that wrongdoing is not happening in Iran. It is happening everywhere. violence against women are more than anywhere in the United States and a number of Western countries. In Islamic states and Iran, definitely women are very much respected. While wrongdoing is done, and you can find it here and there, but the issue is that whether it is a policy, whether wrongdoing is just ignored, or it is pursued by legal procedure. I would like to assure you, Mr. President, and all the noble representatives in here, that our legal system is fighting with any kind of corruption, being in the police force, being in the other areas, with full force. And also I would like to say that the recommendations in here, we take note of them seriously. We hope very much the spirit of cooperation, the spirit of dialogue, a positive-minded engagement should be pursued. A final note, Mr. President, we should definitely look into the value of cultural and historical and different cultures' addition and enrichment to human rights experience. It is not correct that we think that the only way to live is the way that people live in Washington or in London or in Paris, or the only good experience of life is the way that liberal democracies in the West are doing. Let us assume that it is possible to have other ways of living with full respect to the life in the Western communities. This is the motto that we follow in Islamic Republic of Iran. We are indulging in an experience which is rooted in our culture. It is rooted in the belief of millions of Muslims, and also we are open to all advantages and rewards of other people of the world in their civil life and civil community. For that reason, if you look into our Constitution, you see that we have used the Constitution of Western communities plus our Islamic rationality as well. Again,